back with Bobby and JJ Radio. We are talking everything commercial today. We have a commercial juggernaut here in the house, Miss Melissa Turner. She's a business relationship manager at Vantage Bank and has been so since 2011, but she has over 17 years in the banking industry, which is weird because she's only, she must have started when she was 3, I think, 3 or 4. She claims the Los Angeles, California, but I happen to know that she grew up in El Paso, Texas.
Close.
She went to the same high school as my wife,
She must have vacationed there.
Yeah, she just took like a 20-year vacation. And she also studied at UTEP, just like I did. Home of the miners.
Go Miners.
Yeah. See, now she's claiming El Paso. See, it's always a back and
everyone's
forth.
under 18?
Yeah. Yeah, we all started like 13 UTEP.
Get it? Minors?
Yeah, I get it. Real bad. So let's tell us about your role at Vantage Bank there. Cool. There's 2 locations, and you really are you're hubbed out of the one on Stone Oak, correct?
Yes. So we have 2 locations here in San Antonio. We also have a presence in McAllen and Laredo, and out in Refugio as well. But I office out of the Stone Oak location. I am a business relationship manager, and basically I just help small business owners, get to the next level of where they want to be.
So what does like a business owner like myself, when I come to you, what do I need in order to get some money?
Well, a lot of my clients, JJ, have actually used their own capital, that have never been to a bank, and they get really intimidated by banks. So coming to somebody like me, somebody local, they know that all the decisions get done here in San Antonio. So 1, we know their industry, we know their business, we know their location. 2 is that we're going to give them a checklist, and not only are we just going to give them a checklist, we're going to walk them through each and every item on that list.
Right.
So some of them may not even know what a financial statement is, or where do I get?
Bobby definitely doesn't.
I barely know English.
Yeah, he's just getting by.
And, they rely a lot on their CPAs to have that information. So we just kind of walk them through and explain why we need those.
Sure. And so you're looking at just a bunch of, and so you're looking at all their financials, and you're gathering everything, and you're walking them through the whole process. Who is your typical client that you're working with here in the San Antonio area?
Our typical client is somebody that needs probably about like $500,000 or less. Somebody that has revenues up to $2 million. That's what I specify in, but I also have a group of commercial lenders that do more. Vantage Bank can lend up to $10 million right now.
Whoa, that's a lot of money.
So if I'm a startup company looking for a loan, can I get help?
Absolutely. Yeah, we actually just incorporated SBA lending, which is very huge to us because SBA
stands for
Small Business Association.
Gotcha.
And so they lend usually to startups. So what they are able to help us with is they guarantee the loan because it's backed by the federal government. And so they can use projections instead of past history, since a startup won't have any kind of history. And we're very excited to have that at Vantage.
So so if they don't have any history, they're looking at different underwriting requirements.
Yeah, different underwriting.
I think they use a magic 8 ball.
Yeah. Will they make it?
Yeah. Will they make it? I don't know.
Doesn't look likely.
Hope that everybody will make it. But yeah, projections. So they have to have a business plan. They have to have, projections and include every kind of dynamic, whether it's insurance or taxes and things like that.
We're going to talk about insurance here in a bit. So you're looking at everything for a startup. They're going to be projecting like what my rent is going to be, what is going to be my E&O insurance. What's my labor cost?
Exactly. And so having the business owner jot that down on a piece of paper, it's not just a dream anymore.
Sure.
It's actual numbers that they're looking at. And then they can themselves say, well, am I going to be able to afford this? Am I going to be able to pay it back?
So do you go and crush dreams like that sometimes?
I don't crush dreams.
Are you a dream crusher?
I believe in everybody, but I do, help them. They may not be ready now, but they can be ready in 6 months or 9 months or a year.
So you push them at least in the right direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we do come across the dreamers a lot.
Yeah.
And we had this one show, like, do you have a hobby? Do you have an idea, a hobby, or a business? And I think people get mixed up between the idea and the hobby for a long time.
Right.
Until they really start to put,
we see it in real estate all the time too. People want to go shop for $1 million homes, and then when they find out what they really cost to, monthly, like, oh no, like,
yeah,
they like the idea.
Yeah. And I do like to compare myself to a real estate agent, just like yourself. So
what?
You guys.
No, you're 9 to 5, girl. Until you start working after 5, you cannot compare yourself to me ever.
No, only because you guys handhold them. You walk them.
I've never held my client's hand. I don't even touch my clients.
It's actually, it's not really good for him to do that.
Yeah, we're different.
There's lawsuits and stuff like
So
that.
a lot of your clients, this is the first time that they're buying a
Sure.
home. So a lot of my clients, this is the first time that they're coming to the bank for a loan.
Right.
So it's, we're there. I'm there to guide them, just like you guys are there to guide them on what they
So,
need.
quick takeaway, why should someone choose Vantage Bank?
Somebody should choose Vantage Bank if they don't want to be lost in the mega banks. I worked in the mega bank for several years, and it's a big difference. So we look at their underwriting. We look at the financials. It's a person making the decision instead of a computer, and they just need that boutique style service,
Right.
personalized.
So it's boutique, it's personalized, it's for every individual business owner here in the
And
San
it's
Antonio.
local.
And it's local. I love it.
Local.
To get a hold of Melissa Turner at 210-408-5771. Again, that's 408-5771 if you're an independent business owner looking for some help. You can also email her at melissa.turner@vantagebank.com. Check out everything about the bank at www.vantagebank.com. We're going to take a quick break. Do not touch your dial. This is Bobby and JJ Radio.